work day and night, and we should thank them through the CEO. Your Excellency, you have people within the foundation who are very helpful. You've already been told about Mr. Adisaj. We all know what he does. Your Excellency, he spends his resources, financial. He uses his facilities, his time. Imagine a businessman. Not every businessman would be committed like Mr. Saj. Because for them, every minute is money. Would you say every second? Because I know business people would even talk about seconds. Biometric is here. Every second is money. But Adi would leave all that aside. Running 2 hotels, he leaves all that aside and concentrates on running this foundation. If people are in trouble with certain equipment that we need at the hospital or in the office of the foundation, or even resources at some point, financial, he'll provide it without you knowing, without any of us knowing. That shows commitment. That shows love. He didn't do it for anything but for love of the foundation, for love of His Excellency the President. We know Adi. So we just pray for him. These are the kind of Gambians we want to have, many of. Definitely. I wish I can be like you. I'm not like you, but I wish. I'll try. Your Excellency, we thank the entire board of directors of the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. Those who you see present here, who are not members of the, they are not members of the fundraising committee per se, but they are also members of the board of directors that you have selected yourself. We thank them. They're here. You can see them. By Matar, works very closely with Adi. Unfortunately, he was too busy with the GCCI. It took most of his time. So that's why he could not be near Mr. Adisaj to help as he would have loved to. And of course, you have Fatou Sinyan Bergan, all of them, very hardworking members of the board of directors here present. I'm sure maybe there are some behind there. I didn't see them yet. But I know most of the people present here are members of the fundraising committee. And you have to thank the fundraising committee. It wasn't easy. There were too many fundraising activities before the foundation set up their own. And that's why it was difficult for them. They knocked at doors several times before people respond. And they were so desperate, that's why they came to you. And when you made the announcement, I think that's when people started to respond. Let's face it. People responded, but they were very slow. You know, we had some positive responses who didn't wait for the president. But others definitely only came on board after His Excellency has made the declaration. So we should thank him for that as well. That shows the sort of command he has and respect from the Gambian people in all walks of life, private, public, individuals. And that is why, Your Excellency, we value you. We cannot succeed in any of our fundraising activities without your assistance, and I hope you'll come to our help with the APRC as well. Your Excellency, we should thank definitely our sponsors. I'm not talking about just this fundraising. I'm talking about our challenges. Huh? Amsterdam Banjul Challenge, they've always been with us. And other challenges that have helped us over the years. We should thank them. Because they also complemented the efforts of His Excellency the President, added on resources in financial terms. How many checks have we been giving out? In my office, if you remember, through these challenges, by Matar knows, Adi knows, you know, CEO and all of us. That's in the millions. Today, if we tell you the amount, is in the millions. And that goes to who? To NGOs, to foundations that are in the Gambia. Some are international, others are local. But they in turn help the Gambian people at the grassroots level by sponsoring grassroots projects. So we should thank those challenges. Because really, they dare through these very unsafe deserts. We all know what happens in this desert. And come with their cars. Either they give out the car in kind or they sell it. And they come with other items in the car and sell some of those or give them out. And that goes towards assisting the Gambian people indirectly, because through projects and programs, especially NGOs, CBOs, as I said, and other foundations in the country. So we should thank them. Some of them have built schools. I'm sure some of those schools you hear about, that foundation so-and-so has built this school, is giving it out. It came through the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. But people don't know, but that's the reality. So we should thank them tremendously for contributing to His Excellency's efforts, the efforts of course, his government. Your Excellency, we have also discussed at the level of the board, at the level of the fundraising committee, and we have said that maybe it might be very difficult every year to come up with a fundraising activity for the foundation, but that can only not happen if people respond to one of the suggestions of the board, which is we would appeal to all business sectors and all individuals to see this foundation as theirs and for them as equity shareholders and for them to contribute to the foundation without even being called. Of course, the foundation would come up with forms maybe to give it out to financial institutions, to business concerns in the Gambia and outside the Gambia as well. Through foreign affairs, maybe we'll be able to get other concerns outside of the Gambia with our embassies out there. So that once we get those resources, we don't have to even go into this annual fundraising program, because then the resources would have been there to complement your efforts, of course. Because like I rightly said, most of the resources come from you. They don't come from us. They don't come from the people either. And having said that, I thank also the donors for this particular fundraising activity. Definitely our special donors, AfriCell. Definitely they came out without any hesitation. And we are willing to sponsor. And you know how difficult it is for them because everybody comes to them. If you count the number of fundraising activities that have taken place in this country, in 2012, 2030 is a lot. And it's still going on. So you can see the stress also on the private sector. But despite that, some people have not reneged on their corporate social responsibilities but have been contributing to many concerns, including the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. So we want to thank them, definitely most profoundly, Your Excellency the President. Your Excellency, people have said all that needs to be said today. All key issues have been said, but we know, once again, I just want to emphasize that this foundation is not President Jammeh's foundation. He's only leading it. He's only the patron and the founder. But we are the owners of this foundation. Let's see it as ours. And inshallah, whatever this foundation gets goes back to the Gambian people. That's what it has always been and will always be. And goes out to even non-Gambians. Everybody benefits. So once again, Your Excellency, therefore, I thank you most profoundly, definitely, for this laudable initiative for setting up the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. And be rest assured that this CEO, Nancy Njai, you've already been told. She's exemplary, she's hardworking, she's appreciated by the Gambian people, not just us in the board of directors. And that is what the foundation needs. What the foundation needs is somebody who can sell the foundation. But you have to be sellable yourself before you say. If you take somebody boring like myself, the foundation will not get any patrons, any supporters. But thank God you have her. So the people are responding definitely. She's attracting a lot of people towards the foundation. And we just want to appreciate that and tell you, Your Excellency, and pray for her as well. And her able staff, because she needs her staff support as well. The volunteers also in the foundation, we thank them most profoundly. Those at the hospital and in the office. So I just want to assure Your Excellency that the foundation, that is the CEO and her staff, the board of directors, the fundraising committee, would surely continue to give their best to the foundation because they know they're doing it for themselves. They know they're doing it for their country. And just be rest assured of their cooperation and support at all times behind you and Her Excellency the First Lady. Once again, thank you and may God bless.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi. Those are very kind words. Your Excellency, now I'll invite Her Excellency, the Vice President, to hand over the check to Your Excellency. Well, the same token, I hand over the check to the CEO of Jammeh Foundation. The check is